What's up, everybody? I hope you can all hear me. And we'll be using the live chats mostly during this session so that we can all communicate with each other. Hello, Presh. Hello. Say the chat if you can hear me. So we are all good. Um, sometimes we can get frustrated with breaking transmission or whatever broadband issues might give you. But today is going to be a very exciting day because it is a trading challenge for ETF. So, guys, if you check the title of this live stream, you would observe that I decided to call it trading challenge, ETF trading challenge. And the details about this is you are supposed to trade 500 to 5,000 USDT in the span of 3 months on leveraged ETF to win prizes. But don't worry, I'm going to discuss more about that as we keep on going in the live session. So I'm just tipping you what is coming, and it's going to be very exciting. Today, I was just going through the news and I read a lot of good, read a lot of bad, and as it seems, most people don't know where the market is going to go from here, if it is going to be bullish or if it is going to be bearish. Stuff and shits can happen. And what recently happened in the market where FTX and Binance are going head on, and FTX is now being knocked down. We don't really know what to anticipate in this market because we could just wake up and maybe Elon wants to have issues with CZ, and this is problems that would affect the whole ecosystem because these guys are big whales and their problem is our problem, and they move the market a whole lot. And you can see what happened to FTX. The token FTT really dumped badly on investors, and I'm very sure most people that went on the long position on that crypto assets would definitely be liquidated. Aside that, most spot traders, even the ETF traders who were buying the long, are definitely all liquidated, and that is something very sad for the market. Now, if this is happening to exchanges, not actually really projects, imagine what SEC is going to do to everyone. Binance is actually the biggest and largest exchange in the world. So, and Binance was somehow involved in this issue. So, the feds are going to go after exchanges like Binance, trying to see people who always hate crypto, knowing that if they can bring down Binance, uh, they would bring a lot of fear into the crypto market, and crypto will not be very exciting to a lot of people. But that could actually be to an advantage because exchanges like MEXC and some others who are actually doing well could have the opportunity to come up. But I'm not saying this is going to happen to Binance. I'm just predicting what could possibly happen if SEC go aggressively on Binance. And I think the CEO CZ also declared that he's ready for stuff like this, and they have been facing it, their experience. So let's hope things get better. That wasn't a really good week. And on Thursday, which was yesterday, we saw a little plummet in the market, which seems bullish. Some coins were pumping really good, like Matic, and some did still recover. FTT is still on the downside, and things are not really looking good. Let me check it out. Things are not really looking good for FTT, and it's really sad. Um, you can drop in the comment section what you think would happen to FTT. Is it gonna be like Luna, or it's gonna be a good crypto? Is FTT gonna be like Luna, or is it gonna be? I'm gonna check the comment section. Trying to make sure this covers the screen. I just observed that the live stream is not showing really well. Just showing part of my screen, and that is not good. I think we're good now. I'm going to continue very soon. But yeah, we're good. So I'm still looking at FTT token. Um, in my opinion, the market is going to play out itself, and there's a lot of fear in the market, and all the overvalued assets are definitely going to find a lot of retracements. All the coins that have been overbought are going to find a lot of retracement. Same with the coins that have been oversold, they are going to find a lot of retracement. So let me just put this on a 1 day chart. Let's see how it looks. This doesn't look good at all, where FTT dumped a whole lot of volume on this date. That was on the 8th of November. A lot of bad things happened in the market due to the food that was actually going on. And I didn't expect it to be this way, but I'm just hoping this doesn't turn out to be like that of Luna. Although Luna dumped to zero point 0.0, I can't remember the figure, but it was 0.00. And today here is Luna at 1.8. So for you who is just a serial trader, you might want to take risks. You might want to take risks because people who bought Luna are actually on profit. People who bought Luna when it was 0.00, who took the risk to buy Luna, actually on profit. This is not a financial advice. Actually, where there is high risk, there is always high profit. Yeah, that's true, but it might be too risky for you to lose your money. So don't invest any amount of money you are not willing to lose. So this ATX token is what I've been looking at for the past few days. I actually made a little money shorting it, and things are not looking really good for the project right now. So I'm just gonna keep on observing the news, taking out what SDF is gonna do. The former CEO, okay, it's currently the CEO, hasn't resigned yet. And what the CEO is gonna do for FTT to bring it back up. And as it seems, Binance might be pulling out of the deal with FTT because it doesn't involve Binance, FTX US. FTX US, Binance US are quite different. So Binance might be pulling out of the deal because buying FTX does not include that. So we don't know yet until over the next week when final decisions have been made on whatever they are still negotiating on. And we don't have a lot of information about this right now. So let's just hope it's going to be good. Initially, the market was looking really good when Bitcoin halving was rescheduled due to some of the network effect. Bitcoin halving was rescheduled for uh, December 2023. And yeah, December 2023 is just about 13 months away from now. So Bitcoin halving is getting close. The last time we had a Bitcoin halving, the price of Bitcoin was 8,500. And they have observed one trend. A lot of people have observed this trend actually, that during every Bitcoin halving, or after every Bitcoin halving, let me say like that, after, the price of Bitcoin tends to double. So the last time we had Bitcoin halving, the price was 8.5, but today the price of Bitcoin is around 17,000, which it would have been around 20,000, but just because of the food going on in the market currently, we are seeing ourselves around 17, 16, wherever it would be right now. So uh, a lot of speculations are still coming out from large investors and traders who are speculating that the price of Bitcoin could go down to 10,000 or so. And some institutions are coming in with institutional funds trying to stop that from happening. And the market the bullish rally was almost beginning until the biggest food of 2022 came in, which is the FTX versus Binance event, which recently happened this week. So let's just hope for the better. Let's just hope for good news. Let's just hope for more good news that can bring in FOMO to recover the losses or the breakdowns on all the demand zones. So let's just hope things are going to be better. Well, FTX has caused a lot of bad things. And now let's look at BTC. So before I go on to look at BTC, I'll recommend my viewers to look into holding BTC, Ethereum, MX token. I'll actually observe MX charts. I'll come into that later. MX token, uh, you can hold Reef, hold Telos. I think that's some of my holdings. And please note that this is not a financial advice. Don't just rely on what I'm telling you. Do your own analysis, of course. So let's hope before the next Bitcoin halving, we are going to have BTC rallying around 20,000 as a then, or possibly 30,000. Let's just be hopeful that a good price will be there. And what happens after every Bitcoin halving is that the price of BTC always doubles. The price of BTC, not immediately, but it will bring in a bullish rally that will double the price, triple, or even quadruple the price of BTC. So this is a trend that has happened every year, and Bitcoin halving always happen every 4 years. It is the next one was scheduled to happen 2024. Last one happened in 2020. The next one was scheduled to happen mid 2024. That should be mid 2024. But due to some network issues by the miners and stuff that is happening, I think it was brought down to uh, December 2023. So let's anticipate that towards that time, the market will start to rally. And after that time, of course, the market will rally much better. So some people who bought some crypto and they are experiencing losses, uh, there's a difference between trading and investing. If you are trading, there's the point you should sell when you are losing. So you should learn to cut your losses. And when you are investing, you are working with time and your time should be long term. So in my own long term opinion for BTC investors, Ethereum investors, I think there is a light at the end of the tunnel after the BTC halving, which always pulls in a lot of bullish uh, news and FOMO. And aside that, if institutional traders come in, it's really going to move things around for us. So let's just hope the better days are coming. Let's just hope while we stay positive and keep on working on what we are doing, because I'm very sure some people here are involved with some Web3 projects and some are traders, and whatever we are doing in the crypto sphere, we should focus on doing that. So for the traders, if the market is going up or down, we're still getting. So for some of you that knows how to trade ETF, even if the market is going up or down, depending on which ETF asset you bought, you're still going to make profit. And the same with the derivative traders. So try and read some crypto news. Try and read some crypto news so that you'll be able to. The more you accumulate more news, you'll be able to trade ETF very well, because ETF is not really dependent on technical analysis. Although technical analysis is important for everything you have to do with trading, but for ETF, this is where fundamental analysis plays the most part of it. You are going to focus on news. So for people who heard the news about FTT food, if you were able to read that news, you're among the early people to read that news, and you decide to buy FTT 3L, 4L, 5L, 2L, any of the ETF assets that, sorry, ACE, any of the ETF assets that predicts that the price is going to go down from there. If you buy an FTT 3S, 3 and please try not to confuse yourself when buying the S or L. Now, let me tell you how you can use news to trade ETF asset. Now, if you're reading news on Cointelegraph, Coindex, Yahoo Finance, CryptoNews.com, and all those news websites, CNBC Finance, all those news websites, even on Twitter. Yeah, Twitter is even more organic news. So if you read news from all these platforms, and you sense there is a FUD, and you also sense there is a FOMO, there is going to be a FOMO, FOMO. Now, FUD means there are negative news in the market, like that of Binance and FTX and other events that are FUD, or SEC going after exchanges and stuff like that. Investors in India are paying high taxes, blah blah blah. All that stuff that is not sounding good for the crypto market. Those things, or any food surrounding a crypto asset, like the time of Luna, you know. So if you spot bad news that can impact the price of any crypto asset, that might be a very good time for you to buy an ETF asset. So, and which of these ETF assets should you buy when there is bad news in the market? Is the ETF asset that has, let me open the ETF section, is the ETF asset that has the S as a suffix attached to it, S, 3S, 4S, 5S. So that S simplifies that the market is going to go short, that you're on the side that the market is going to go short from there. So for example, yeah, you can see that BTC3S is doing well, much better than BTC3L. So people who are buying this asset currently are going to make profit. All the S assets are making gains, while the L assets are making losses. So when you read news and you see that the market is going to go in this direction, that is the best time for you to buy L or S asset. So if the news is good, or what the project is planning to launch, or whatever is coming into the market is good, it's a very good time to buy L asset. So it's just straight news and buy the L or S asset. And the same thing happens for when there is FOMO. Maybe Elon Musk is allowing this, government in the US is doing this, government in China is doing anything good that can move the market, that can allow volume of money to come into crypto, or Saudi Arabia is now accepting crypto for payment for their oil transaction, or anything like that. Because I hate Saudi Arabia is also not accepting the US dollars anymore. They haven't declared which currency they are going to be using to do their oil trade. So, assuming Saudi Arabia decides to adopt BTC for their oil trade transaction, that's going to be some very good news that can move the market. And that would be a perfect time for you to buy assets like BTC3L. And if you are not okay with magnifying it 3 times, you can check out to see if there is BTC5L for you to magnify the effect 5 times. Let me see that BTC. Yeah, there is five. You just search here, you see 5L. But now the market is bearish. See, it's looking bearish from technical analysis side of view. So, and the predictions is that it could possibly go down to 10,000. And some experts are even saying 8.5, which is actually very sad for crypto enthusiasts who love markets to be going up. So, assuming that news is true and you buy a BTC5L on ETF asset, any 1% drop that is happening in the market is going to give you 5% gain, because it's going to magnify you by 5 times as the market keeps on going. And you don't hold it for long term. Remember, you don't hold ETF assets for long term. When you make profit, try to sell out, because your profits could also be liquidated if you don't take action on time. So ETF is actually based for short term trading. So that's because it's leveraged ETF. So take note of that so that you don't go there to make mistake. And note that everything I'm saying about any cryptocurrency here is not a financial advice. These are just my speculations from my own point of view. So try and do your own research so that you don't make mistake assuming I am wrong, and you know what I mean. So uh, today we are gathered here to try to launch the live trading event, which is going to happen from now till February. And for people in my community, I'm launching this for people in my community. It's more like a challenge. It's not like an event on MEXC. So I hope MEXC can support this later. It's more like a challenge for my community members, and we'll keep on doing this every day. We have a challenge to trade one person to trade at least a volume of $500 to $5,000 in 3 months to qualify for the prizes that I'll be giving within 3 months. So from now till ending of January, or let's say ending of February, people that would have I'm going to set up the event so that everyone can join in my community. You can join my community later, change industry, to see how we're going to work on this and trade. So volume actually means your total, your summation of your buy and sell. So if you're buying or selling any ETF asset, that contributes to your volume. So try and see how you can trade up to 500 to 5,000. And there's a simple trick to that. Trading every day is actually what helps, but don't over trade. Over trading is not a good trading etiquette. Don't overtrade. Try to trade every day, do your analysis, read your news, and ETF is actually very good to trade every day because there is always a lot of news every day for you to follow, and that can help you reach your volume during this challenge. So challenge yourself, trade ETF more, understand it more, because one thing is for sure, the more you trade, the more you tend to understand it, and this will help you to better yourself on ETFs because there is a lot of profit in ETF actually, and the better you become, the more money you can make. So you wouldn't make this without trying. You have to try. So apply reading news and trade the ETF market. So that's just it. And let's see. Let's see if we can buy an ETF asset today based on the news. Let's do a little bit of fundamental analysis together. Um, Where do you guys do your fundamental analysis? I'm very sure some of you here do your fundamental analysis. Aside Twitter, can you paste on the live chat where you do your fundamental analysis? I can see a lot of you are very active now. Where do you do your fundamental analysis? I'm going to check the live chat later to see if we are if there will be suggestions because I'm going to expose some fundamental analysis websites for everyone to follow. I'll be coming back later to check out the website that you guys use. So while waiting for you guys to mention yours, I'm going to show you mine. One of them is Twitter Scan. Another one is Lunar Crush. Another one is CoinMarketCap. Even CoinMarketCap is good because it's a new section. But I use CoinMarketCap sometimes. CoinMarket Calendar. That's where the name comes from. I use Twitter. I use all these places to do my analysis. So let's see how we can explore Twitter to find crypto news, that can help crypto assets. Okay, this is the news. Let me check other crypto news. Mm-mm-mm. So this is Lunar Cross website. This is CoinMarketCap. There are many other places you can do your fundamental analysis. It depends on where you're going. Let's see CoinMarketCap. So we're going to go down to that one later. But for now, let's focus on CoinMarketCap. Now, this is CoinMarketCap. And now, for you to do your analysis on a crypto asset that is listed on ETF, so what you do is come to the ETF section, come to market. Yeah, the first thing you do is come to market, click on ETF, look for crypto assets here. There are a lot of crypto assets we can see. It's down from page 1 to 35. So MEXC gives you a lot of options. So check out for any of these crypto ETF asset that is listed on ETF or on MEXC Leveraged ETF, and then find news surrounding it. You know what I mean? Find news, good news surrounding it. Now this one's the market is bearish. So, when the market is bearish, for coins that have bad news, they tend to dump even more. They will dump even more. So, when the market is bearish like this, and you are seeing food about a certain crypto project, that is a sign that that coin could dump even more. So you should take action by buying the S ETF asset like 3S, 4S, or 5S. So let's see. Now these are news and it's being categorized. You can filter this, you can filter which date, you can filter the keyword because there are some keywords that always help for a crypto assets to pump. One of the keywords that I know is exchange listing. So you can do that and then you can select which coin. Yeah, I think there are options here: top 300, top 400, top 500 coins. Let's deal with top 500 because I think MEXC lists a lot of projects within that region. And then also which exchange? Let's say MEXC. Yes. So you choose MEXC and category. All categories okay because there could be some very good news. So what CoinMarketCap actually does is posting fundamental news, which is uh, good news, like events, things that are going to happen, what is going to happen. You know what I mean? So that's what CoinMarketCap does. And where you're going to get bad news is actually on Twitter, where you see bad events, people making their opinion, or CoinDesk, Cointelegraph. Those are news websites. News websites tend to publish all kinds of news for their audience. So if you want to see some food news, make use of Twitter, make use of Twitter scan, and make use of blogs. So these are places that will help you see the bad news that is happening in the market. So somehow you might see that this is a token on MEXC INR. So this token is going to be listing on Bitmart, and that's actually good news. And now, what happens before listing? What happens before listing? The price of the asset tends to pump because people will be buying from a certain exchange to go and sell on the other exchange. Arbitrage traders will be doing that. So imagine this news is coming in, and this is happening on the 11th of November. It's actually today. So, and the market is bearish. Maybe the season decides to dump ATX, blah blah blah, stuff like that. Bad news, speculations are coming in. These guys could list on this exchange and the pump that would happen might not really last. And, since the market is bearish and there's a lot of food from the higher volume and higher impact people, it's not really going to influence this project. It's going to influence this project in a bad way. So this listing is not really even going to make moves if this project does not have liquidity pumps. So find a crypto asset that is on ETF. I think Polkadot is on MEXC ETF right now. So I think that's just an AMA. AMA doesn't really pump the market. Let's see another one. Telos is doing Twitter Space. Doesn't really pump, except they have a good reason, like they have something cool to share during their AMA. That's when it can pump. So I think let's focus on uh, conferences, events. This is where you categorize this, where you choose your category, team updates, airdrops, and snapshots. Stuff that can actually move the market. Partnerships can move depending on who is partnering with you. Fork or swap, meetup, conference, exchange, new release. All these are stuff that can move the market in the up direction. So we are currently in a bear market, and sometimes some of these good news may not really move it. Let me keep selecting. I need to select roadmap, economics, roadmap. Yeah, staking and farming events. These are cool stuffs. New integration. Okay, I think that's okay. Then you sort by last added because the earlier you access the news, the better for you. Try and always sort by last added and then search. So this is just going to bring good news on crypto tokens that are listed on MEXC because that's what we are categorizing. And now what you're supposed to do is to find a crypto asset that is listed on MEXC ETF and then do your analysis. This will help you do your analysis and find out if that crypto asset is worth buying the long position. Like, for example, let's do an example right now. Let's see. All these are recently added. Okay, this is a bad news. Whitebit pays delisting. They'll be delisting BNB on Whitebit. Like some of the pays. Moonbeam. Okay, these are just events. So Theta is gonna do mainnet launch on the 1st of December. And you can see a lot of people are voting. 956 people voted for this to be real, and there is proof. You can click here to see the proof to just pop up. It's supposed to pop up here. So you can click on source to see if this news is coming from a verified source, and the source seems to be from a data network. This is the official Twitter. So make sure you verify the source and it's a good one before you go in for that news. Data network verified on Twitter, and read what they wrote there. They'll be releasing their version 4.0 on the 1st of December. That is actually good news. And if the market is looking a bullish before the 1st of December, it could be a good time. Just keep that on one of your watch list. And if you come back to ETF, check out if we have Theta here. They are not here. They are not on. Okay, let me check. Oh yeah, they are here. Theta 3L and 3S. So around the 1st of December or close to that time of this event happening or after the event, it could be or would be it's not a financial advice. That's why I'm trying to use some of these things that will not make you rely on. It could be a good time to buy the 3L, the 3X long assets on ETF. So it may not be a good time to buy now. That's why we have to check out for other news, the ones that are very recent. So I'm just showing you a typical example of how all this go on and how you can use news to maximize trading ETF. So now if you are actually doing this trading ETF and your volume is increasing at least 500 to 5,000 US dollars in the next 3 months, you are going to be shortlisted to win prizes. And there are a lot of events that are always happening on MEXC ETF. A lot of events. So let's see this. Uh, let's see. This is an event for. This is the event page. There's a current event going on. Um, Check out for events. Hold on a little bit. There are events for new users. If you check the description, I think I added it on the description. The events for new users. So this is an event that is going to start in the next 3 hours. So when you can use this link to register, or if you are logged in on your own profile, you click on. I think I'm going to share this link. Let me see if I can share so that people can register. Please just click register for this event. Once you click register for event, to just verify that you click register. Yeah, register successfully. That's what happens. If you're trading on desktop, you'll see it. If you're trading on mobile, I think on the news section of your mobile, you're going to find this. So you'll be able to join the 13 ETF weekend carnival. So where you trade ETF to share 20,000. Whoa, 20,000 USDT airdrop. I'm not missing out on this actually. So I'm I have to prepare some money to trade this. Let's look at what is going to happen during the event. Uh, the intro, trading pays all ETF. Wow, any ETF asset that you trade. That's actually very fair. So that in case you are doing the news analysis and you see a favorite ETF asset that is on MEXC and you want to trade that, you can just come here and trade, join this event and then trade. So the event period is supposed to last from the 11th of November to 13th. It's just weekend. and there is a whole bunch of $20,000 to grab in the weekend, nah, I'm not missing out. It's gonna be a very cool weekend for me. So during this event period, you have to trade nothing less than 500, which is very fair, nothing less than 500 USDT. So during the event period, users with ETF trading volume with no less than 500 USDT will win a share of 10,000 airdrop based on their respective trading volume. So you have to trade and your volume needs to be higher than the other party. So if you have 200, 300, 400, $500, even $1,000, or and so you can join this. If you're trading with $1,000, don't watch trade actually, please. If you're trading with $1,000, you do your analysis, buy your ETF asset in a short period of time. It goes to the direction of your prediction. You sell off, you check for another one, buy, just keep trading throughout the weekend, and you see yourself making up to this volume. And remember, your volume is your buy and sell. Your volume is buy and sell, not just buy. Trading volume is your buy and sell. So let's keep going to see. So assuming you buy an ETF asset with 500 USDT, and then you make profits, and you make extra $200, and then you're coming out with $700. You sell, it's going to be 700 plus 500, so that's like 1,000 and above already. So you are already on the road, you have crossed this, and you just need to keep on going so that you are going to rank among the users that are going to win the reward. Let's keep on saying that. So the event rules is here. You should have a trading volume not less than 2,000 units. Okay, this one is for those that are having trading volume not less than 2,000 units. Event B rules. Oh, there are two events. I see. The first event is for 10,000 USDT, and the second event is for another 10,000 USDT. This is actually very cool. Whoa, that's actually very cool. Why would anyone miss out on this? It's something no one should miss. And I think MEXC does this every weekend, and that means there's a lot of money to grab during the weekend. Whoa, whoa. So for us, some of us that are very new to this is a very big opportunity. So trading volume not less than 2,000 units can also get the extra reward. So if you go up 2,000 units of trading volume, you can get the extra reward. If you go greater than or equals to 100,000, I'm going to get a trading extra reward of $100, 100 unit. That's cool. And for those that are going to get the first people that are going to get at least 50,000 greater than or equals to 50,000 trading volume, 50 unit extra reward. That's just the extra reward. And greater than this, 10 units, greater than 2,005 units. I'm not very sure that I'll be greater than 10,000, and I'll see how I can go above 50 to 100,000. Wish me good luck. It's not going to be easy, but I'll try. So the terms and conditions, which is very important for everyone to read, is that your trading volume, your buy and sell, your trading volume is your buy and sell. I already said that. Event reward of the week will be issued before the event of the following week commences. Okay, which is very fair. If you have any question related to this event, you may contact our event PIC via Telegram. The username is right here at MEXC means for assistance, or you can join the community MEXC. What's that name again? MEXC ETF. MEXC Leveraged ETF. That's the name of the community you can join. MEXC Leveraged ETF. I already added it on the description. So if you check the important notes, you are going to see that MEXC Leveraged ETF. And users who participate in this multiple ETF events are not allowed to redeem the reward repeatedly. Okay, so you shouldn't be joining one, so strictly one redemption per user. Oh, that's cool and fair, so that we give more room to other people to win. And the platform reserves the rights to request KYC. So for those of you who are having issues with KYC, please find a way to do your KYC. So MEXC also reserves the right of final interpretation of the event information here in above. So please, ladies and gentlemen, this is a very good opportunity for everyone, and I don't think you should miss out. And also check out some of the services that MEXC offers: the referral program, the affiliate program. You can apply MEXC pound. Yeah, wow. Listing application. Oh, these are for project, and you can check out all these. Check out the product like Launchpad, Kickstarter, MEXC DeFi. MEXC is just cool. MEXC is just cool. Just notice that Binance is not the only exchange. KuCoin is not the only exchange. And recently, KuCoin's withdrawals were insolvent. I don't know if they have solved that problem now. And try and participate in that event. The link is on the description below. Don't miss out. And I'm trying to check out uh, those who are active on my live session. If you are active, keep saying hi. If you are active, just keep saying hi. Someone asked a question, when could the next BTC halving be? All right, for the next BTC halving, that is happening in December 2023. December 2023, when I get the exact date, I'm going to update in my community. So for some of the ETF traders, I'm checking if there's another question. So if you're having any trouble signing up, just let me know and try to click on the link on the description where you can see where to sign up. So please don't miss out on the weekend ETF trading challenge. Make sure you join. Don't miss out. It's actually a very cool event. If you're on mobile, you can find the event on your MEXC app. Just check on the MEXC section where you'll be able to find this event. Let me quickly jump on my mobile because I know some of my viewers are on mobile. Hmm. Okay. So from the recent thing that is happening currently in the crypto market, what do you guys think? What do you guys think is gonna happen to Bitcoin, Ethereum, and the others? You can just drop your opinion in the live chat. Let's see. What do you think would happen? Drop your opinions. I'm going to check back very soon. What do you think would happen to the crypto market? Let me see what you guys have. I hope all of you can hear me very well. Okay, for those that are having problems with a KYC verification, try and make sure that you're using the the correct ID card, which is just your driver's license or your international passport. Get any of those, it makes the verification go very well and easy. So if you don't have any of these ID cards, it's not going to be easy for you. Just make sure you have your driving license or your international passport. I would recommend the international passport. And then once you are verified, you'll be able, you are KYC verified, you'll be able to participate in a lot of cool things that is happening on the MEXC ETF, and your withdrawals will also increase. MEXC just has to know who is their customer so that bad things don't happen. So yeah, let's look at some of these crypto assets. This reminds me of EOS. EOS has been around since 2017 or 2016. I can't really remember. 2016, any of 2016 or 2017, EOS has been around. This guy is just a big guy with a baby punch. EOS is just a big guy with a baby punch, and it's really sad that EOS is like this because if you check the assets on spot, it doesn't pump, it doesn't dump, it doesn't really have any effect on the market. The last bullish market came, EOS did not redeem his investors, and that was very sad. Sorry that I'm laughing if you're an EOS fan. EOS actually has a very cool product. Yeah, EOS IO, the software is actually very cool, and scalability, blah blah blah. And, everyone has a problem, but EOS is still cool. And the sad thing here is that EOS is not doing the right business or doing business with the wrong people. That is now actually causing the bullish pump. So the volumes on EOS is actually very low. Okay, there is actually volume, but the market is not going the way a normal or average investor would want it to go, and that's really sad.